Shavasana today. So, laying down and just taking a couple of moments to settle into your practice this morning. Just noticing how you are feeling today as you arrive on the mat. Just taking a couple of cleansing breaths in through the nose, exhaling, sighing out through the mouth. I'm just noticing how your body feels, how your week has been to you. Hopefully, it has been kind to you. Just tuning into any areas in the body that are speaking to you, asking with subtle messages like sensations, tightness, or tension, maybe some aches or pains. And just being aware and just kind of taking note and taking stock of that as you move through your practice today, making sure to tend to those areas of your body with kindness and compassion. Our practice this week is our first week with the theme of kindness. Just for today, I will be kind to all living things. So we're really working on embodying kindness in our practice. This week is an emphasis on the beginning. As we move through kind of the phase of the sun, we're focusing on what a sunrise feels like. So just coming into that visualization. This is our first morning practice of the week. So just thinking about what it feels like to be in the sunrise. Maybe you woke up this morning and went outside after the sun had already risen, or maybe before. But just that early moment, that stillness in the morning before our days start, just tuning into that stillness within you. We'll begin in Banana Asana today, walking the ankles over to the left corner of the mat, crossing the right ankle over the left. Bringing the shoulders to the left corner and arms out to your sides or sweeping the arms overhead, trying to keep the shoulders in contact with the mat, arms on the earth. And taking a few breaths here, kind of feels like a morning stretch, but static. So feeling the energy rising from the earth like the sun. See if you can imagine a gentle warmth rising from the soles of your feet up the right side of the body. Feeling into the space that you're creating with the breath and letting that warmth just fill the body, soften the edges, bring some comfort. Lower the arms down to the sides. Slowly uncross the ankles. Bring the shoulders and hips back into alignment. Walk the feet in towards the hips. And we'll take a couple of windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. It's nice and slow. And then moving to the opposite side, extending the legs out, bringing the ankles to the bottom right corner of the mat, crossing the left ankle over the right, and bringing the shoulders to the top right corner of the mat. Arms at your side or coming up overhead if that's comfortable for you. Making sure the shoulders are just melting into the mat. Arms are heavy, little effort here. Just letting the arms rest. Feel the left hip sinking towards the earth. Really focusing our awareness on the opening of the side body. Just breathing into that space, especially as you get into the area of the hip and the rib cage. Just feeling the body slowly awaken, and open up to this new day, new opportunities. Just like the sun, no matter what happens, it rises again, and so do you. So we can let go of our week, let go of anything that's weighing on us, and start new, start fresh. Bringing the arms down to the sides, uncrossing the ankles, bringing everything back into alignment. Just hug the knees in towards the body for a moment, taking a little rock side to side. And we'll find Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together. You can let the knees fall open and just play around with where you want your feet to be. They can be in closer to the body or further out. And just notice how that changes where you feel this pose arising in the body, in the lower back and the inner thighs and hips. And if you'd like to, you can place blocks underneath the knees or the thighs just for some extra support today. And placing the hands on the rib cage. Just notice the breath and just be aware of our breath without changing it, just noticing the rise and fall and just following that rhythm wherever it is. Sometimes we forget and take for granted our breath. It's often the first thing that tells us, that signals to us that we're in need of a little care or attention. Maybe our breath becomes really shallow or restricted, or maybe it picks up and it's short and quick. So taking time here, using the breath as an act of kindness, to just tune into the breath. Allow the breath to be full. Let it fill the belly. Let it fill the rib cage. And slowly exhale. And just really thinking about letting go of anything that you're holding on to that you'd like to release. Anything causing you dis-ease, even physical discomfort. Just taking this time to tune into the body for feeling physical discomfort in any way, maybe placing your hands on that area. So maybe it's some congestion. You could place your hands over the eyes, on the face, cheeks. Maybe it's in the heart space. Maybe you're feeling a little tender here. Wherever it is, just inviting that energy of kindness into that space of compassion and love and healing energy, just moving through that space. Sometimes just drawing awareness and setting the intention to care for ourselves in a tiny way, like tuning into the breath or just placing our hands kindly on our bodies, can be really beneficial to our mind, to our physical body, and just to our energy, to our spirit. So use this time here to practice kindness. Remove the blocks, slowly bringing the knees towards each other, and just walking the feet towards the edges of the mat for a constructive rest pose. So feet at the edges of the mat, knees together, hands can come down to your sides. We'll just be here for a moment or two, just taking a few breaths and feeling that pose leave the body. And we'll make our way to our bellies on the mat, just rolling over to one side. And then coming into Sphinx pose with the elbows under the shoulders, forearms pressed into the mat, or taking another variation if you'd like to have the bolster under the arms for a little more support, or bring the arms out to the edges of the mat, or further towards the top. And just notice how that feels, especially in the lower back. So we don't want to be sinking down here. Press into the forearms, draw the shoulder blades together, and just let the legs rest here. Let our roots be heavy. And bring your awareness into the heart space, shining our heart center forward. Maybe there is one thing that you could say to yourself right now that would be kind and compassionate. What is one thing that you can say to yourself right now that is kind and compassionate? We'll go ahead and just lower all the way down to the mat, bringing the forearms to the top and just resting the forehead. We'll bring our blanket to the right side, finding a supported frog. You could fold that blanket to whatever height is more comfortable for you. And you want the right leg to come out at a 90-ish degree angle. And then just crossing our forearms at the top of the mat and resting your forehead. This half frog releases that front side of the hip. Don't get a lot of opportunities to breathe into this space, especially if we've been sitting all week. This is something that we can do to be kind to our bodies and to help counter any tightness or stiffness we might be feeling in this area. It's also a place where a lot of our emotions are held. And so there might be some feelings that arise here, just meeting those with kindness and care, taking time to just notice what arises through sensation or thought, being an observer or witness, just allowing it to pass. Bring your hands down, removing the blanket, bringing the right leg out long, and switching over to the opposite side. Bringing the left leg up, heart space back down towards the earth, and just resting your head on the hands or the arms. Notice if you're holding tension in the body anywhere that you don't need to be holding it. See if you can allow the front side of the left hip to just slowly soften towards the earth. And the left leg out long behind you. Hands under the shoulders. Press back. Coming into tabletop, we'll take some cat-cows. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, tops of the feet and palms pressed into the earth. On an inhale, drop the belly, tailbone rises, gaze comes forward. Exhale, press into the earth, round the spine, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, cow, dropping the belly, tailbone skyward, gaze skyward. Exhale, rounding into cat. Drawing the gaze towards the navel, pressing into the earth. Move through these at your own pace. And take any movement here that feels nourishing to the body. You can circle into the hips or the shoulders even. Just using this time to really just feel into the edges of the body. Any remaining tension, the shoulders or the hips, spending some time there. Sending the breath into these spaces. Back to a neutral tabletop. Bring the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back towards the heels, sinking down for Balasana, child's pose. Bringing the fingertips towards the front of the mat and bringing the forehead and heart space towards the earth. Breathing into the belly and the heart space here. We'll bring in our affirmation for the month. I lead with compassion. I offer kindness to myself and others. I lead with compassion. I offer kindness to myself and others. Just thinking about maybe the moments where it's a little more difficult to be kind, either to ourselves or to other people. And practicing non-judgment here when reflecting on these times when it's a little more challenging. Bringing compassion into those parts of you, those spaces. Maybe thinking about how we can still practice kindness in these moments. Bring your gaze towards the fingertips. Walk the hands back. Coming up nice and slow. Pausing at the top. And we'll come to a seated position. We'll take some gentle twists. So you can come into Sukhasana or you can sit back on the knees if that's more comfortable. Root down through the sit bones, lengthen through the crown. Let's take a couple of breaths here so you become upright. Letting the shoulders relax away from the ears. Let the jaw relax a little. On the next inhale, sweep the arms up, lengthening towards the sky. Exhale, left hand to the right knee, right fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, lengthening a little more. Exhale, maybe deepening that twist, bringing the gaze towards the right shoulder or behind you. Each inhale, growing a little taller. Each exhale, releasing a little more. This final release, any energy from the week that you're not wanting to take with you into the rest of your day as you enjoy this beautiful Saturday. We also have a full moon coming up, so this is a good practice to carry through the weekend of just tuning into the breath, inviting that release, letting go of anything that is not serving you, not for your growth, it's not kind. And let your exhale bring you back through center. We'll walk the hands out. And just let the head hang heavy and the spine round over the legs. Taking a few breaths here. Inhaling, walking the hands back. We'll uncross the legs and cross them the opposite direction. And find that seated twist on the other side. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, opening up to the left, right hand to the left knee, left fingertips to the earth. Lengthening through the crown on the inhale. Exhale, opening up a little more to the left. Gaze towards the left shoulder or behind you. Breathing into the belly, detoxing, letting it all go. Exhale, slowly coming back through center. Just coming into Sukhasana and taking a moment here to close with our mantra for the month. Just for today, I will be kind to all living things. Or just for today, I will be kind. It's okay as well. Just for today, I will be kind. Bringing the hands to the heart space in some way. And just taking a moment of gratitude here for this time to come to your mat, to come to you, and take a gentle pause before we start our day. Grateful for bodies that can move through this practice in any way whatsoever. Grateful for people to practice with and beautiful spaces to practice in. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share the gift that is you. And may you remember you are love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.